We're going to go ahead and do some cards specifically for Twin Flames, for the Twin Flame Collective, to see what is going on for the Divine Feminine, for the Divine Masculine right now. Tomorrow is a huge galactic activation portal day. It's actually the biggest one of May. So we're going through a lot of upgrades right now. We can see that we've been hit with X flares all week as well too. X flares are the big solar flares too. These are the ones that are going to bring about the event, the expansion of consciousness, and even the spiritual awakening that we're experiencing. This means that you might need a little bit of extra rest, self-care, or even to hydrate right now. Take good care of your energy right now as we're moving through so many different energies as well too. Make sure you're also utilizing these energies. We want to be using them for manifestations. They're big bursts of energy. You might feel really, really energetic right now or charged up right now as well too. Just kind of depends on where you're at with things. All about manifestation as we're moving through the rest of Taurus season. We're going to go ahead and we're going to pull some cards specifically for the Twin Flames though, to see what is going on. Take what resonates for you as I'm doing this reading. This is just a general reading, so just take what resonates for your situation, as this is always just tapping into the collective reading I do as well too. If you need a one-on-one reading, just go ahead and book a Twin Flame reading on my website. We'll help you a ton no matter what you're going through, especially if you're trying to shift your situation. We're going through some really big timeline shifts right now. You might see your Twin Flame coming up on your timeline or opening up more or communicating more. They might be suddenly reaching out. They might be having epiphany moments about the connection as well too. Just kind of depends on your own situation. Like I said, make sure you're doing more energy healing work. I am an energy healer as well too. Make sure if you need me, you're booking me on my website, sparksofdivinelighthealing.com. You want to be doing more healings, clearings, and activation work. This will help you with your spiritual awakening as well too. So if you need me, just go ahead and book me on my website. I also do Twin Flame coaching, which is amazing for just overall healing or even trying to shift out of separation narratives. And these are narratives, so sometimes the old narratives are getting in the way. With the manifesting, you might be getting a shift in perspective and seeing things differently right now as well too. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to start out with the Divine Feminine and see what is going on as well too. So direct messages about the Divine Feminine Collective, but Divine Masculine, if you're watching, direct messages from your feminine. You were my best friend and I cherish our friendships above all. Okay, Twin Flames go through a ton of grief, especially if in separation. It can be very, very painful as well too. Divine Feminine, and this isn't for everyone, but you might feel like things are blocked up on your Twin Flames side. They might have been avoiding you, pushing you away, placing blame on you, denying the connection, and trying to distance within the connection as well too. It just kind of depends. Divine Feminine going through grief and heart chakra pain from the pain that your Twin Flame has put you through on some type of level as well too. So you're feeling that heavily. Number one, you're desiring and wanting your Twin Flame. You're missing them. You're missing that Twin Flame connection if in separation, and you're wanting to come into union. It's been very painful, the inner process that you've had to go through to get there as well too. You might feel that your Twin Flame is, like I said, avoiding or stonewalling as well too on their side, and not coming in to union, or some of the problems lie on the other side. It just kind of depends on what's going on. But this is, in this reading, you're missing that connection. You're missing having that person to go to talk to spend time with. And on a friend level, oftentimes Twin Flames are obviously lovers, but in every timeline you won't be. Sometimes you're friends, you're meant to be allies, you're divine counterparts, you're meant to be working together. So when in separation, those separation spaces can be so rough for both Twin Flames. If in separation, both Twin Flames are feeling it, Divine Feminine, you go through that pain first of that rejection and the things that come up. Divine Masculine goes through it later, and it kind of flips, right? It's funny how things can flip as well too. So your masculine may have caused a lot of heartbreak, pain, or other negative emotions. They're getting them back now. This is the reflective nature of the relationship too. So Divine Feminine, you're still healing your heart chakra, but you're feeling better on that level. Divine Masculine, feeling it on the heart chakra right now. I knew you were right, but couldn't admit it to myself or you as well too. So this is like having epiphanies and seeing the other side, but without the distortions, and seeing things as they are as well too. You might know like you messed up things if in separation. Both of you will feel that way, but you know, wanting to, and I always say fix and heal this connection, because it is something that is very, very important in your life. It's something that's going to transcend every lifetime that we have. It transcends time, space, distance, everything that we know about the typical relationships as well too. You're always feeling the same energy, and it's a strong energy connection as well too. So just know that. I want to hold you again and feel your body next to mine. So there is this longing, missing from the divine feminine side, where you just want to be with this person. You just want to feel them. You just want to touch them. You just want them in your life in any capacity, whether that's friend or lover. Obviously, you're preferring the romantic fairy tale love version as well too, but you might be dealing with someone who has put you through a lot. Sometimes the masculine is displaying love avoidance, or not, are acting like they don't care, not showing their feelings. Sometimes these are some of the blocks that we're going through with the twin flame union. Divine feminine is missing their person if in separation, if working towards union or in union, like feeling a strong magnetic chemistry, even sexual pull, and feeling the energy pulls towards this person. Know both twin flames feel these pulls. They're meant to keep you on track at times. So yes, we can go through the push and the pull. The push is the ego and the sabotaging behaviors and things that have been programmed from childhood. But the pulls are the universal energy that is trying to guide you together into union. And this is where the synchronicities come in, or the feelings. And yes, we can suppress these feelings and try to tune them out, but they're coming through very strong on a spiritual level as well too. These energies are trying to awaken you, and they're trying to awaken you to this connection. I want you to see the real me that I've been hiding from our love for too long. And then they might be showing you aspects that you've been hiding, ways that you need to nurture, heal, and pour more love into yourself as well too. Like, I know you guys have done a lot of shadow work over the past couple of months as well too, as these will come up, especially in separation. Separation is the ultimate shadow energy as well too. When you're in love and union, it's the love bubble energy, and it feels amazing. In any separation, it feels terrible. I always tell people that, and I feel it's part of trying to get you both on track as well too. Like, you'll try to put your twin flame out of mind, and you're not able to. They're always on your mind. You might notice that you're syncing up in other ways as well too, like you know, your sleep schedules or your work schedules or different things like that. And this is part of the twin flame connection, because you're very synced up in the higher with the higher self as well too. Divine feminine, being guided to connect with your higher self right now for guidance. It's easier being with someone from my world, and you might have really struggled with this connection, right? And it has to do with a lot of different reasons why, but you'll know the connection. So when you guys first met, you were made aware of the connection, but something may have happened if you guys have gone into separation. It could have been not seeing eye to eye, being in breakup energies, a fight, an argument, not being aligned. If you're in separation, needing to shift into a deeper harmony with your own energy as well too. But you might feel frustrated that you've like been putting so much work into this relationship or this person and getting crumbs back, minimal response. Some of you guys might be going through no contact, silent treatment, being treated badly, and things like that. Yes, these things can all happen. And you'll say, wait, what? This is a twin flame reading. Well, twin flames go through the deepest purge ever together. So you've already done the karmics before meeting each other. You've already done the karmic purge. Now, twin flames do a DNA purge, and it's like everything that was karmically encoded in your DNA, it has to go up. These patterns can still show up and come up if you haven't, sorry, I'm checking my email. If you haven't fully healed them too. So sometimes twin flames go through this DNA purge as well too. And a lot of stuff can come to the surface. It just kind of depends too. So we have this DNA clearing that's coming up specifically within the twin flame paradigm to help you to, we'll say, cleanse and clear certain things, or to work on certain things. Like if you have karma owed out, or if you have patterns and problems and negative patterns going, they don't just go away without doing that inner work. So they're often triggered through the twin flame experience. Okay, so we have triggers coming up, and triggers are connected to old childhood or emotional wounds or things you need to work on within yourself as well too. So we have this kind of coming up as well too. Divine feminine triggering the masculine right now, triggering them to heal. And we have this, if you feel that they are avoiding you, silence, that's like common, or there's a separation energy there. What is happening is divine masculine hasn't been fully healed. And in doing that, they're showing you where to heal yourself. They're always reflecting the same things back to you on some type of level. Like you guys have to work on the same things. And you'll notice them very clearly about your twin flame. But when we begin to flip that mirror and use it to do the inner work, this is where the profound transformation comes through as well too. So pay attention to the things that you're seeing, divine feminine, because this is a reading for the feminine, reflected in your masculine, so that you can heal these things as well too, and to work on yourself. And so sometimes the universe orchestrates how things are going within your twin flame union, and sometimes you'll feel frustrated, or the process, you're not understanding it, or it's not going fast enough. Sometimes you meet your twin flame, and if in a separation energy, and you might go through a lot of them or multiple, but if in a separation energy, it is so you can focus on yourself. This might be the first time in your life that you've had a chance to do that deep level of work. It is all about spiritual awakening. So when they're quieter on their end, you're being guided to go deep within your awakening and to peel back layers as well too. The twin flame journey is going to take you through fear, doubt, worry, insecurity. It's going to trigger underlying attachment issues as well too. And that's what happens with the twin flames within the dynamic when we see the opposites coming together, right? I always say it's always like the love addict, love avoidant. One of you guys is going to have very strong anxious tendencies, and the other probably strong avoidant tendencies. And when you guys collide, when flames collide, this is when a lot of issues are triggered, so that you can work on your own baggage, your own stuff, to become a better person as well too. You're meant to, however, work through the issues and come into union. There's a strong push and pull as well too, to come into union during this time, as twin flames are made as divine counterparts and pairs to do an important job. When you guys are in love, you're uplifting all of the people around you. When you're in separation, you feel it, that it's affecting you, but it's affecting your frequency and all of the people around you as well too. So twin flames came here to achieve unconditional love and a higher state of unconditional love, to be in union, to help to uplift the collective right now. I want to reach out, but I don't know how. You might be trying to reach out. They might be not giving you a lot or ignoring you, or you might want to reach out, but you know that you've been trying and you're not. I say, this is what I said yesterday, like you're not getting anywhere, right? You could be talking to them, but you feel that it's not going anywhere, or maybe they're not talking to you or not communicating a lot. And, I see the divine feminines because I work with all these twin flames, right? Being guided to take back your power. And if this person isn't giving you a lot, or throwing you a crumb here and there, right? It's like you're trying to get a crumb of their attention here and there, or their time, and they're making it obvious that they're not on their end. Like, this is where divine feminine is at, that a lot of you guys are being guided to take back your power as well too, because you deserve so much more during this time. And so something may need to shift on the other side. I know things need to shift on both sides, but something may need to shift on the masculine side, where they decide to be all in. They decide to show up. They decide to send you those good morning texts and call you and be all in, because if they wanted to be, they would be too. So we do have blocks that are coming up for those not fully in union or in separation on both sides. And it depends on which side, right, while you're getting this reading. So take what resonates for you as well too. I need to work on myself. I'm trying to clear my head. And so it's always impossible to clear the connection, but you need to clear your energy. And so we have clearing your energy coming up. You want to stay doing regular energy clearings. This is going to help you. It's going to help to clear your thoughts. You'll get more clarity. You'll go up in frequency. And it's in these higher states that your twin flame will match you and meet you there, if in separation as well too. So while you're doing the work, they're being guided through certain work on their end as well too. I knew you were the one when I met you. And this is a deep recognition the flames have. And sometimes, because I always you can't dismiss the connection. You're getting synchronicities, you're getting signs, you're feeling it on the higher, you're always thinking about this person. Once you've met, it's impossible to get this person off your mind. It depends on what you're thinking about them though, right? It is like literally impossible. They will be on your mind all day long as well too. And this is like trying to get your attention. This is your subconscious trying to get your attention with this connection as well too. So just know that twin flames share a powerful connection. I want a future with you. And so some of you guys, if in separation, being guided to connect in the 5D, right? You're always together in the astrals. You can always reach out energetically. You feel them, you get messages, being guided in the separation to connect with your spiritual gifts and abilities. This is why the separation happens. Knowing that, I would say, you belong together. You should be having a future together. You guys should be excited to not waste your time on earth, like whether you guys want to get married, have babies, live a life. Twin flames came here to be the ultimate example of happy union and love and to do all of that. So you might have it in your head, that future you want, and even if this person isn't, I don't want to use the word not showing up for that right now, they had that same vision in their head too. And this is from past lifetimes where you guys did come together and had very happy times, right? And you know that on a soul level. So you each have half of the puzzle when it comes to what you think about your future and future plans too. You're going to notice you're very similar, like the type of life you want, what you want while you're in this life, what motivates you, what drives you. I want to hold you. So strong desire coming through. Divine Feminine just wants to be in their masculine's presence and even holding them. All right, you might have been, and this is separation energy, you might have been single, left alone, isolated, and feel lonely through this connection. And you'll say, what? Thought I'm coming into union. This is the whole journey of it too, where, you know, and especially, like I said, if your partner has strong avoidant tendencies, they do that. They distance, they push away. You might have felt lonely in the connection. You might have been in actual spaces of separation or no contact or just not getting a lot out of them. This is so that you can work on yourself and your own energy. But you, like we said, you deserve a lot more than crumbs. You want the whole bakery and the whole union as well too. This is make or break point for a lot of twin flames right now, especially for a lot of the divine feminines that have been trying. Okay, so we do have your masculine is in the energy of feeling bad about how things went. They're like crying over spilled milk. They know that they've made mistakes. They do feel wrong. They owe you an apology. So if things are moving slow, that might be why. They might be trying to avoid doing that as well too. But they do feel that. They're feeling this on a sacral level. Expect something unexpected. This could be a text message, a phone call, or them reaching out as well too. They've been getting that message too anyway. Some of them have been, look. All right, this is confirmation. This is your twin flame. I don't know who needs to hear that. Right? You already know this. This is a different kind of connection as well too. So this is like serious. So how you know about your twin flame is like, sometimes we go through breakups with the karmics. They were over. There was no unfinished business. You have unfinished, unresolved business with this person. Whether you never got it started, it never had a chance. This was a different kind of connection. It felt different. You know this is your twin flame though, for whoever needs to feel that. There will be a reconciliation. I think it's important that you're getting rid of the negative narratives that don't support that. It's like, find out what you want to manifest and clear everything in the way of that. And that goes for twin flame. If you have karmics, you need to clear. Friends that are not supporting it, family, really begin to clear things out that are not aligned with this union. You're needing to resolve some issues though, in order to get back together. And this is usually just having a talk, right? Communication. And so if you feel that there's lack of communication, this could be why there's unresolved issues as well too. Divine Feminine might be frustrated and want masculine to open up and communicate more and to talk or talk it out, and knowing this will resolve some of the issues too. So you might feel there's an unresolved at this point in time. There's some kind of something going on too. This is the broken mirrors. There might be addictions, negative emotions, negative feelings, negative perceptions, distortions, and things like that might be affecting this connection, where there's some type of negative energy that has come up to be cleared as well too. So Divine Feminine, make sure that you're clearing your energy. This is desire. You might be having a lot of intense feelings, sexual thoughts, and thinking about this person, right? Like you might feel very attracted to them. We'll just leave it at that. Like no one else with your twin flame, you can't get them off of your mind. You have a lot of obsessive thoughts and feelings. You're thinking about them in a sexual way or wanting that as well too. So we have this kind of sacral energy coming up for the divine feminine. There's a strong desire. You're awakening your dormant goddess energy as well too. And we're in Taurus season. This is all about pleasure, reward, and sacred connection as well too. All right, this is messages. We talked about opening up communication, having a conversation, and expressing your feelings. You might have a lot of feelings and you're having difficulty expressing them, divine feminine, or not having them overpower you. But this is also something going on within the masculine too, of them needing to open up and share their feelings. Oftentimes it isn't the communication that's the problem, it's them needing to actually be vulnerable and to drop the 3D ego mask of not caring, acting cold, acting detached, avoidance. These are all masks for their true feelings, which they may be repressing or not showing or distancing themselves from as well too. So this is, you might need to open up and share how you feel within the connection, or maybe masculine needs to on the other end too. All right, this is caught. So this is like secrets exposed and things coming out. Everything comes out into the light too, and you know that. This is things coming to the surface within this connection as well too. It's like everything coming out. You're being tested. Make sure that you're passing those tests so that you can get to union. You might start to see things differently or see things a mile away as well too. Watch out for temptations, things that'll throw you back on your path. This could be friendships or other people too. I feel the same emotions as you all of the time. And then that's how you realize the true twin flame connection is you guys feel all of the same emotions all of the time. So this is where it's meant to teach you empathy, compassion, and higher connection too. It's also a mirror, and it can become a very karmic mirror if you're not treating each other well as well too. But this is like you feel the same emotions. You're having a good day, they're having a good day. You're crying, they feel it on their end and they might feel like crying, or and it just kind of depends. So there's this emotional shared connection where you're always exchanging energy. You can't cut the cords like other connections. And then when you open your heart and when you're in a state of love and unconditional love for your twin flame, this is what draws them to you. And when you're closing your heart or trying to shut off the connection, or, with the heart, this is what I know, they go further away, distance. So it's all about opening your heart to this connection. Our stories are not even close to being finished. And you might know that. If in separation, you can't let this go. You know that there's something that needs to resolve. You really love this person and want to be with this person. You feel that it was unfair that you didn't get a chance with them, or something has happened or transpired and left it open and hanging. And I know it's so your twin flame can come back in when ready, but sometimes you guys don't feel that way when you're going through it, and you might not understand it. So it's like the door wasn't quite closed, but they left, right? For some, or they never quite come in fully, and they're kind of dancing around it and giving you just enough to keep you going on the journey, but it's not enough on some type of level too. My soul recognizes yours and longs to be with you. This is the recognition, and both twin flames have recognized each other. It's just the ego, the triggers, and the old pains and hurts come up to be processed energetically. You can't rush the process as well too. So sometimes we find that, yes, one of the flames may be avoiding. They might just be avoiding the work as well too, or blaming you for their own emotional state that they need to work through as well too. It just kind of depends, but it's too late. You guys have recognized each other. You know the connection. You know it deep in your heart. You know it deep in your soul as well too. There's a lot of signs reminding you of it. When I come back to you, it's forever. This separation is temporary. Please be patient with me. And so it depends on your own inner guidance. This is how you'll know the true twin flame too, because you're being guided during this time, and the universe is trying to guide you back together so that you can resolve whatever issues have come up and be together. All right, we have you work on blossoming and just being one with your own self and with your own energy, divine feminine. I think this is important too. Make sure you're raising your frequency, increase your frequency. This will attract your twin flame to you as well too. You notice that in the emotional states they avoid, lower states they avoid. When you're feeling really, really good, I had a really good day yesterday. My twin flame was messaging me all day, right? When you're feeling really, really good, look, they're going to come around. And usually when you're busy doing other things, you'll notice too. So stay busy, work on you, work on your own path. Time to open your heart. It's very important that you're opening your heart, but set loving boundaries. You might have had this person walk all over you a lot, and you might be needing boundaries now during this time as well too. And it just kind of depends. Maybe you're having too much boundaries. This is something we see with twin flames. And sometimes you think you're having boundaries, but you're pushing people away, sabotaging and keeping people out. This is the root cause of avoidance too. It's from childhood trauma. A lot of you guys grew up in neglectful or harmful environments, and you're not letting love in because of that as well too. Just kind of depends. This is opening your heart. This will help you your twin flame to open their heart chakra if they need it too. All right, your divine masculine is a king, right? They are literally the whole divine masculine, just as you are the whole divine feminine too. It's about bringing these polarities together as well too. You're very different, but you're wired for love as well too. Your divine masculine is coming through in this reading and reminding you of that. You might be seeing them in a negative light or through the lens of your old hurt or wounds or your own projections or old recycled stories. Just kind of depends. This is seeing your divine masculine and your situation with fresh eyes. Breakthrough, you're letting go of karmic debris. We talked about that coming up on a DNA level as well too, to be dealt with. Very important that you understand that before meeting your twin flame, you've already resolved your karmics. I say karmics. Karmic debris, karmics, right? And that you're meant to come into this twin flame union, and it's where you're at spiritually. It's a powerful place to be spiritually, but oftentimes people haven't processed enough of what's going on from the past and bringing it into the twin flame connection. Okay, so we have the Fool in reverse. You're maybe reluctant to start a new beginning. You're being reckless and irrational. And this is lack of faith and having no hope. And you can oscillate between having these really good days and these really bad days, right? You're doing really good, your twin flame's talking to you. You're doing really bad, they're ignoring you and avoiding, right? Not funny. And it just kind of depends on where you're at, right? You're doing really good in union and you're feeling those love vibes, and you go into separation and it's like, and this is like opening up and flipping that energy. There are blocks around your own spiritual connection and faith, and it's easy to, when your twin flame disappoints you, go back to that spiritual. I know of the spiritual failing you and disappointing you, and it's important that you're not, and that you're keeping your crown chakra open and your higher spiritual line open. This is going to help you to heal so much within your twin flame connection. If you can have faith and trust in this situation, you will manifest union into the physical. When you've lost that faith and hope, you're not able to. Queen of Swords, seeing the truth in situations. This is like being protective, cutting off low vibrational, self-reliant, using discernment, but it's also pain coming up from the past. You've been suppressing things from the past as well too. Your twin flame is triggering certain things. I've never understood just how personal we could get within these dynamics, that we tend to recreate our childhood. Okay, so this is a tough conversation. If any of you guys are parents, just know that you guys will be loving parents, I'm sure, and you're going to dote on your children. And it's not about how you're treating your children. It's about how you're being treated in your relationship, in the home with your children, because this is going to be, and someone got very upset with me saying this will be the basis of their programming later. This is why oftentimes some of your relationships in adulthood have mirrored earlier childhood dynamics in some type of way. And usually you become the parent. Oh my God, right? I know, feminine or masculine, just kind of depends, as you have both those aspects. So it isn't about how you're treating the children, because you guys think, I'm staying in a bad relationship for the children, I'm doing a good job for the children. But when they're around that, look, it's really bad for them later. Flash forward, we're all adults now and we're just trying to navigate healthy relationships, but there may be things from your earlier childhood dynamic that come up. I've explained to my twin flame that when he ghosted me, discarded me, and silent treated me, this was very familiar to me. I've actually been through it before. I had a parent that did that to me most of my life. You're like, what? And so this is where you start to be like, oh my God, so you're recreating childhood stuff. And then this is also proof that we create our reality on the subconscious level. And I'm only bringing this up because I believe we also hold the power to shift it through clearing those earlier childhood dynamics and narratives and that have become relationship patterns, because we absorbed this into our programming. And when we can become aware of the little things that are coming up and repeating, we also hold the power to go in and heal and clear some of these things. So we do have, and this is just one example of patterns that we may need to clear. And we think these are earlier relationship patterns, but they're earlier childhood patterns that we may have observed, that we may have brought into our realities unknowingly as well too. So it's about clearing some of these things as well too. This pattern was not just something that repeated in my love life. I had it repeat with all of my siblings and other ways like that, because I realized that they were just doing as they were taught within the family. So as having a parent that was in those patterns, look, all the kids went into them too. Now I'm trying to do better in my life and to awaken and to heal these patterns if I hold them within myself. So they are something coming from within me that are then being created in my relationship. So this shows us the mirroring nature of our relationship, that it actually is a reflection coming from within us and within our inner state. But this also means that we have the power to change these dynamics as well too. So just kind of know that you might have repeating patterns that are coming up that are very personal to you. And this is why they're very hurtful to you as well too, because you're going through it in your relationship, but it's something that is hitting deep core wounds. Now, twin flames share the same core wounds. And you'll say, what? Because of also the mirroring nature of reality. So when you're hurt and triggered, they are as well too. When you dive in deep and when you heal yourself and when you heal these triggers, they'll reflect that back as well too. So twin flame has an extra mirroring nature of the relationship as well too. When you're triggered, you'll notice they avoid. When you're feeling good and happy, they come towards you. And so also knowing it's about doing that inner work to clear certain distortions that you hold within your energy field, as these are energy patterns. This is where the energy healing comes in as well too, to clear and release things that are within our energy field that may be affecting our relationships in a negative way. We have the Lovers card, and it might frustrate you so bad because this is your destined connection. This is who you're meant to be with, and you're meant to be in a divine union. It's almost like coming into union with God as well too. Being guided to wake up and remember our angelic nature as well too. Twin flames are part of the 144. You guys are God's angels. Waking up to that and doing the inner work. This is meant to motivate you to do that too. So this is meant to be a deep love, mutual attraction, finding balance within yourself, and then coming into that Lover card energy. We've had some powerful twin flame cards. I know this is a twin flame reading for the divine feminine about what you need to do to come into union, and remembering you can shift this anytime just simply through shifting your own energy. So keep working to raise your frequency, anchoring into this beautiful union. The Emperor, and this is your masculine coming through. You might feel they're being rigid, stubborn, structure, stability, authority figure, father figure, and a promotion, protective. This is someone that is very protective of you and your energy, whether you realize it or not. They're protective of the ones they love, trust me. They're protective of you, your energy, but they're very in, I don't want to say, I keep saying illusions. We're going to do the masculine reading, illusions, but they're very in the way they've been doing things for a long time. You've come in and you're trying to shake things up, and they don't like that. This makes their ego very uncomfortable, and you've even triggered them in a lot of ways too. But the Emperor is a very positive twin flame, and this is the Emperor upright. This is a very positive twin flame sign. I know so many people that get the Emperor and Empress as twin flame couple. Just kind of depends, right? So we have this. They might be acting very like, to go about my life. They're staying busy, right? They might be staying very busy with other things, going about their life, and all of this stuff kind of coming up. So yes, we have this energy of they're very in their routine and going about things. If you're someone who really likes routine and stability, they might be very drawn to that divine feminine in the first place. Remember, all those qualities that drew them to you in the first place, you still have those. It's about embodying those qualities that they really loved about you as well too. There was a reason they were first drawn to you. All right, so we're gonna do, I know I'm trying to rush. We're gonna do a reading for the divine masculine just to see what is going on. Divine feminine, if you're watching, messages directly from your masculine. I feel like I don't know who I am anymore. This is ascending into that fifth dimensional version of yourself. This is like total annihilation of the ego to get through to the true self. And people don't like that. It's like the ego tries to hold on, and you're trying to I say with a hammer, you're trying to crack the ego open. It's like a nutcracker, and you got to crack open this layer of false illusion, and it's all of the defenses, and the ego gets and this is why oftentimes twin flames run, because it's like the ego being triggered, but when you move past that, your divine self is reborn. Divine masculine has gone through some major rebirth over the past couple of months, coming into their true divine self, your galactic self, your higher self coming through, and you can tell. You brought out the best of me. I came alive in your presence. And when you are together and vibing, they need your energy. They feel so good in it. They soak it up. They bask in those vibes. It's everything they're missing in their life. The divine feminine pouring love into them as well too. They know that. If in separation they're missing your energy bad, they've been depressed. I know they've been unable to get rid of this connection as they may have thought or repress it. And they're missing you if in separation. If in union, they can't get enough of your energy as well too. I feel like I abandoned you and myself when we broke up. I want to reconcile. So oftentimes twin flames feel the same wounds. If you've been broken up with, discarded, avoided, separation, they've felt every second of what you've gone through too. So you'll think it might be easy on their end that they're rejecting you, and then they've triggered your abandonment wounds, but it's actually triggering childhood abandonment wounds within the masculine too. So you've had to move through a lot of powerful abandonment wounds, abandonment trauma, going back to the inner child situation as well too. So they've been replaying old patterns too within this, and you might not think that as well too. If you have someone not talking a lot or avoiding, no, they're not feeling great, and you'll think they are. Oh yeah, I'm great, I've moved on. No, they're not, and that they're not fully healed yet either. So just kind of depends. So they're feeling that abandonment that they may have put you through unknowingly, or that they have abandon you first because they are afraid you will abandon them, and this is a way they can control the situation. So through abandoning and rejecting you, they just did it first because they were actually fearing abandonment. It's their core wound. I'm haunted by us. I didn't follow my heart, and now I don't know how to let you go. They can't maybe be with you or let you go either, and they haven't moved on. So this is like, you'll think they have, but they have been unable to move on. They're stuck on this connection. If in separation on the masculine side, like they're completely stuck on you. They're completely think about you all the time, can't move on, but may not know how to proceed forward. The thought of you with someone else drives me crazy. And this is like, and I say that, like, if you don't get it together, your twin flame might go marry someone else, have kids, have a whole life. Oh no, we know that from being asleep, and it's a strong motivator to get it together. If you love someone, I said, if you really love someone, you would pick up that phone, you would call them, you would talk to them, you would say something, you would message them, you would tell them, you would pour their heart out, right? If you only knew that maybe we were on our last 5 minutes, right? Or things were going to shift or whatever it was as well too. So this is also a strong motivator for the masculine. They don't want to see you with anyone else as well too. And then they might know that if in separation, they don't make a move, that you could move forward as well too. So we have this motivation. They keep thinking about if you were to date other people. And so they hate that. Once again, I hate seeing you with others. So they've been thinking about this all on the masculine side. I really do care, even though I didn't show it. They might have acted cold, closed off. Once again, ego, but they actually do care just as much as you. They felt the energy, they felt the love, and they're in love with you. I'm holding on to memories of us, and you guys have so many good memories too of when you first met, the love bubble, how it felt, right? And all of this, and then it's like, okay, the shadow and the ego come out to heal. I need to tell you the truth. This person, if they're silent or not communicating their feelings, this is weighing heavily on them, that they want to talk to you. They want to tell you how they feel. They might be coming towards you slowly or beginning to message, call, or reach out, but they're needing to communicate and tell you how they feel so that you can understand their side of things. There might be a lot of misunderstandings if they're not communicating with you, or assumptions and things like that. This is like them needing to open up now that they've found their truth through their spiritual path. They're needing to share that with you. If you've had a masculine that has, because we have that abandonment card, abandon you, expect them to come back for you now. I've been working on myself. This masculine has been doing, or these masculines, the shadow work, the healing work, the diving deep into themselves as well too. They're knowing love is missing if in separation. They're feeling that. You have too many blocks for union still. Divine Masculine is still working through some blocks on their side and some healing. I manifested you once and I will manifest you again. And so both twin flames, strong energy with this last Taurus new moon. I know we're past it, but we're still in these Taurus energies. Taurus season has both twin flames manifesting each other. You guys are praying for each other. You're calling each other out. You're thinking about each other. You're praying, both praying to God about each other and for each other as well too. And wanting this union on both sides bad. On the masculine side, just as bad too. There was a lot left unsaid between us. So this could be negative things said or things left unsaid as well too. Things got too intense too fast. This person might have been overwhelmed by your energy. I want to start over with you. Divine Masculine wants a redo. They want to start over. All right, they might have things that are holding them up. This could be old karmics, legal business with karmic justice. This is a balancing. They might need to balance their energy, or they might have karmic timelines that are still open. And, you know, this is something I was aware of when I met my twin flame. I said, I don't think you're going anywhere. You're kind of anchored onto these timelines. And look, so sometimes old karmic debt can keep us stuck in cycles. Just know that those things are clearing now. Like maybe they have cleared, or like Divine Masculine in the past 6 months has been clearing a lot of karma, closing out old timelines and old cycles and things like that. Just know that too. So they're doing a lot of karmic clearing work right now. Right, the grass is greener on the other side. They might be a little bit jealous if they see that you, Divine Masculine might be jealous if they think you're doing really, really good on your side, or that you're manifesting a ton, or you're flowing, and they might feel a little stuck. This could have been them thinking they had better options and wanted the single life. And then when they got to the single life, they realized it's just loneliness in disguise, and that they couldn't fully move on with anyone else anyway. So this was if they thought they had better options. All right, this person has anxiety. This is stress, depression, panic attacks, and restlessness. They're up at night. They're not able to sleep. They might be getting up early, staying up late, waking up a lot. They have anxiety over this situation and over you. If apart, it's triggering separation anxiety in them. And so they might have thought that you were triggering that anxiety and getting close, but then apart, it's triggering that. This person might have anxious avoidant tendencies or just anxiety underneath. This is fear in disguise as well too. So they might have pushed you away and they're feeling even more anxiety. Okay, so we have this person might have, and this hopefully was in the past, they might have had drug addiction issues, and this could be alcohol, tobacco, I'd say marijuana, sex addiction, whatever it is, trying to clear these things as well too. Just know that I'm watching the X flares hit my phone. So we have some X flares going off, just to let you know. It's going to be a lit day, a lit weekend. All right, this travel, there's distance in this connection. You might be far apart. Someone posted twin flames across the world. Sometimes you guys are born into these circumstances and you're put through tests, trials, and tribulations to prove yourself for a union. So there could just be distance, like separation in the connection, but you guys might live in other cities, other towns, or even other countries. This is very common with twin flames as well too. I feel we talked about connecting higher dimensional anyway. So even when you're trying to switch it off, you're always exchanging information, energy, and things like that. Even apart, you feel each other all the time. This is part of the higher. Okay, so we have you, masculine needs to heal from karmic relationships of the past. You might not have fully opened your divine feminine. You might not have given them a chance, but you did the karmic. So this is like clearing some type of karma as well too. And when you clear the karma, when you let go of past connections, it will activate your kundalini. When you guys are having sex, not to go there, with your twin flame, it's the best sex you've ever had in your life. There's very strong kundalini energy. It's going to do things energetically too. This is where you come into full union and you merge souls together. And this is why sometimes it's slow getting there, but true union happens on the sexual level where you literally can merge into the oneness. All right, you're being guided to heal ego masks. This is like masks we talked about. I don't care, sabotaging, pushing people away. I don't need love, defense mechanisms. Time to let your light shine, shift into a deeper inner harmony. All right, we have, once again, you've been in this energy of fear and anxiety. This is like worrying for nothing. This is having bad dreams, having too much negative mental thoughts. We have good news coming in. And so this is usually phone calls, text messages, DMs, letters, word of mouth. But it's also feeling playful and turned on by something kind of energy, right? It's that wand energy. It's that fire energy you feel within your flame connection. If there's been lack of movement or communication, expect things to reach out. Expect someone to reach out and to heal that. You might have your divine feminine in your inbox a lot trying to talk to you, right? Or, you might be guided to call them. It just kind of depends. And this is a good money card. This is inheritance coming to you, security through your family healing as well too. This could be legal wins, inheritance, money coming to you, manifesting abundance. All right, so we have King of Pentacles in reverse. So this can indicate, not for everyone, but it's like separation. If in separation, it's affecting you, like how you're doing socially and your money. So coming into union will heal some of these things. We have the Six of Wands, and this is like you're focused on being in the spotlight. We have the guy on the horse, right? They're focused on how everyone sees them, wanting to be in the spotlight. This is like usually going for fame. I've seen that in dramatic situations where like someone was telling me, their twin flame was quite famous and they're in the spotlight, right? And this is like going after fame, but sometimes at a cost to love. I know, right? Like if you're overworking and putting all your focus on other areas of your life, and it might make you feel good because you're getting a lot of attention and energy that way, but it's also about finding a balance with love and putting love first and following your heart. So we have this masculine, because it's a masculine on the horse, kind of focused on, I don't want to say the village idiots, right? And like all of that. So it could be in some illusions. Right, we have the Ten of Swords. This is the ultimate betrayal. This is like, and I feel that every time your twin flame hurts you, it is a dagger. Every time your twin flame hurts you, it is that dagger, like the Three of Swords energy, the dagger to the heart as well too. But this is a dark night of the soul, and moving through that darkness of it as well too. You might be in separation and have that illusion of losing your twin flame, or it's not working out, or this union isn't happening, and you might have to move through some of that energy. So this is like dealing with past pain and heartbreak. This is a twin flame reading, but we have this positive, you will come into union. This is like happy reunion and getting into that reunion energy, getting out of, so separation comes and then reunion, right? And then union. And we work through these cycles. And so you might be needing to get out of separation energy if you're in it and into this reunion. If you're in the reunion and you guys are getting on good, into the union energy. And so this is like coming together. And I always love it because it is, your twin flame wants to do family and home with you and have a stable relationship, a healthy relationship. That's what twin flame comes into our life to help teach us, so that we can do that inner work to anchor into a stable union. And this is like porthole energies, love, support, engagement, success, and celebration. So this is coming into union, and you won't feel like it because in this reading we just showed you divine masculine is going through their own process of anxiety, fear, doubt, worry, and healing from all of the past heartbreak and pain and karmics. But the path is meant to lead you into union anytime that you're ready for that as well too. So we have that reunion union energy as you're working through your stuff. That's what's supposed to happen. You do that inner work, you come into union. All right, that's about it anyways, but I have tons of activations and healings up for the next couple of days. I'm going to be doing things for the Galactic Day tomorrow. Check out my shop. If you need me, just go ahead and book any healings or sessions on my website, sparksofdivinelighthealing.com. Have a beautiful day.